Some of you will already know that I'm a huge Maison Fauve fan. So if you're interested in finding out about their patterns and my recent sneaky fabric haul, stick around. Hi there, I'm Christine the Gemini Stitcher and welcome to my YouTube channel. Now, some of you will already know that I'm a huge Maison Fauve pattern fan, and if you're still here after my little intro, I'm guessing that you are too, or you want to find out about Maison Fauve as a pattern company. And if that's the case, you're in the right place. So I've been making Maison Fauve patterns for the last couple of years. Absolutely love the fit on me. I will be bobbing my measurements up there and they will stay up throughout the whole of this vlog, and then you can relate to the patterns that I'm making and my actual body measurements. So why do I like Maison Fauve? The patterns are beautiful. They come in beautiful packaging, which makes you feel like you're getting value for money with them. The attention to detail on every pattern, there's always a little tweak, a little pleat here, there, that makes them stand out from other pattern companies. They are a French pattern company, but the instructions do come in English and the translations are pretty good. They do sew along for most of their patterns, but it's in French. But having said that, there are subtitles, so you can just turn the volume off and watch the images and read the subtitles, and that's how I do it if I'm struggling with one of their patterns. So before we talk about patterns that I've made, I'm leaning on something that's very special to me at the front here. Although I bought their patterns for the last 2 years, I've never bought any of their fabric. I've always drooled over it. Oh, because they always have the most beautiful, sumptuous, gorgeous, every nice word you can think of, fabrics on their site. So unless you want to go and spend a fortune, don't go on. So why have I suddenly bought some Maison Fauve fabric? The simple reason and the simple answer is I wanted to go to the Stitch show that was on in March, mainly because I knew that Maison Fauve were going to be there and life got in the way and I couldn't go. And I was sick as a chip. So, as compensation to me for not being able to go, I decided I was going on their site and I was going to treat myself, splurge on some of their fabrics. And I'm so glad I did. The problem with Maison Fauve fabrics is that for what you get, they are value for money, but because they're based in France, it's not cheap on the shipping. So I splurged and ordered quite a few of their fabrics all in one go, and it cost me, I think, £22 shipping, which sounds horrendous, doesn't it? But when I worked it out, for the fabrics I bought, it's cost me about £3.50 max each. So if I was buying one fabric from a shop in the UK, it would cost me between £3 and £5 postage. So it made me feel a little bit, just a little bit better about it. But I'm fine. I couldn't go to the show, I couldn't buy them in person, so this is all that I could do, and I decided to bite the bullet and do it. So, shall we talk about the fabrics I've bought and what I'm planning on making with them? Come on. We're going to start at this end, I think, and work the way towards me. So the first thing I'm going to show you that's hiding off the screen, come here, are these beautiful, beautiful lace, powder pink lace fabric with a matching lining fabric. How often is it you get such a good match when you're buying lace and you think you need an undergarment? Not very often, but Maison Fauve have done it. Attention to detail again. So this is the lace. How beautiful. It's got shells all over it. And I'm planning on making the Zenith blouse. It comes as a dress. There's an image of it. It comes as a dress or a blouse. Now, I have made this a long time ago as a dress. And on the railer my Maison Fauve makes, it's not there because I couldn't find it. I think I might have ended up putting it in a charity bag. That's how old it was. But pattern is still beautiful and wearable now. So I'm going to make the Zenith blouse in this fabric and then line the bodice area in that if I think I need it. It's actually not too bad, this lace, so I might get away without it and then I can use this for something else. So that's my first purchase. Now, as I'm talking, the prices for these fabrics will appear as if by magic underneath. Then I don't bore you with the details. And also the fabric content and any other information that I think you need. So the lace blouse with lining, Zenith blouse. Let's move on. Fabric number. So fabric number 2. I've been admiring, looking over this fabric for a long time. Well, a few months. Look at that. It is a medium to heavyweight woven fabric, Jacquard, and it's got little puffy ribs all the way over it. How gorgeous is that? Now, I'm planning on making a summer jacket in it. I want to make the Dandelion Jacket. I've had this pattern since last November when I went to the Stitch Festival at Harrogate. Still not made it up, but this is going to be a spring-summer bomber jacket, the Dandelion. Now, the Dandelion is lined, so I've got some beautiful matching lining fabric. Buttery soft, very drapey, and it goes perfectly with that fabric. Cannot wait to make that up. So that's fabric number 2 and 3. No, so that's fabric number 3 and 4. The last 2 fabrics that I got to go together. I'm going to fess up here. If you watch Cara So Mad, she wore the Nage Libre jacket at the Stitch show, the one I wanted to go to and didn't get to, and she'd made it in this fabric but the other colourway. OMG, it just blew me away. Absolutely stunning look. So I am quite blatantly copying you, Cara. I don't care. If something's good and you like it, don't be afraid to copy somebody, in my opinion. So I've got the other colourway to Cara. So it's pinks, yellows, and like a damsony purple. This, again, is a mid-weight fabric, perfect for spring and summer jackets. So this, as I've already said, is going to be the Nage Libre jacket. There's the image of that pattern. And I haven't decided, oh, it smells beautiful. I haven't decided whether I'm doing the crop version or the longer version or something in between. We will see, because this is going to be part of my outfit for the gathering event that I'm going to at the end of April. And that's all I'm saying about it. So the lining to go with that is a hot pink. Let me just grab that fabric now. So the lining to go with that is a hot pink. Pop of colour inside. That jacket is going to look amazing in these. Cannot wait to get it made up. They're my fabric, and I also got some of their buttons because they do matching buttons as well. So I'll just get close so you can see. I've got these white and silver ones, and they're to go on the Dandelion bomber jacket. And then I got these beautiful powder pink ones. And although I know the Zenith Blouse doesn't have buttons, I'm going to incorporate some buttons in mine, and that's all I'm saying. Wait and see. So yes, don't just look at the fabric, look for the matching buttons as well, because nice buttons are so hard to come by, and they're quite good value for money, I've got to say, for what they are. Really good quality buttons at a good price. Brilliant. So let's move on to garments that I've actually made and what I think of them. The oldest garment that I've made is the Zenith dress. Apologies, can't find it. But then the next thing, we'll start from this end. I made the Pilar jacket in this really bright spring colours last year and wore it loads. Now the Pilar jacket has got lots of Maison Fauve details in it. It's got a pleat that runs all the way down the front. And then the back, there are two options. You can have the back plain, or you can have this cute pleat detail put in the back, which I absolutely love, love, love. So again, you'll be seeing details of the Pilar jacket scrolling across the screen at the bottom, just so I don't forget to tell you something. You can make this out of about 1.5 meters of fabric, so it's not fabric hungry. And yeah, I don't know what else to say other than it's on constant rotation in my spring and summer wardrobe, and it will be again this year. Loving the Pilar jacket. In fact, I've got the fabric cut out to make another one in a mustard coloured stretch denim, so I must like it. The next one that I've made, beautiful dress this. This was the second Maison Fauve dress that I made, and it's called the Haut Vol Dress. It's got a cute little keyhole in the front. It gathers along a narrow yoke at the front, which follows through to the yoke at the back, but it's quite shallow. And then it gathers there, and then gathers again at the waist in the back, and then the front has got two very cute pleats either side of the front that give it more volume. I made this last summer, took it on my cruise, got lots of lovely compliments, which is great. It isn't very fabric hungry. This has been made in a viscose, but you can make it in any light to medium weight fabrics. In fact, in a lightweight linen, that would hold those pleats really nicely, wouldn't it? I think if you went too heavy, all the gathers here you might struggle with the gathers. It might start looking a bit bulky. But a lightweight linen, absolutely, it would look brilliant. Talking myself into making another one now, girls. But what I did do with the Haut Vol is adapt it and make a top, which is what you can do with a lot of dress patterns. If you want a top that's like a dress that you've got, just alter the pattern that you've got. Don't buy a top pattern. So I finished this one off. It's exactly the same. It's exactly the same as the dress, but I finished it off with ruching elastic along the bottom, and I wear this with a matching pair of saguaro pants as a cord. Love it to bits. So suffice to say, I'm sure there's more Haut Vols in my wardrobe in one version or the other. Next up, we've got the Salto top. Now, I've only got 2 of them here, but I've made about 5 of these, so you can tell that I love it. It's a fairly easy make. You've got to get your head round how you do these straps because they follow into the underarm as well, all as one. What I would say is I did do a sew along last summer for these, so I will leave the link to the Salto top sew along to have a look at if you're unsure. These 2 versions have been done as a straight top, but you can do them with a button front as well. I decided I didn't want a button front because, being generous in the booby area, I didn't think it was a good idea to have a lot of little buttons down the front that could gape. So I stuck with a simple top. This one's been made in a embroidered cotton, and then I've used linen for the border. This one's in a cotton lawn in some beautiful bright sunflower pattern. And like I said, I've got about 4 or 5 of them, and they'll be coming out again this summer. Absolutely. They've been worn to death. So if you buy one pattern from Maison Fauve, make it the Salto top to dip your toe in the water. It's not fabric hungry. You can use fabric scraps to bake it, which is brilliant. That's what I did with this one. And I've done a sew along, so you can't go wrong. Next up is a free pattern. Yes, you heard me right. Maison Fauve do free patterns. I think I've got about 8 or 9 of them now. So if you do nothing else, go on there and have a look at their free patterns. In fact, I'm making one this week that's the pom-pom waistcoat, a waistcoat that's a free pattern. Can't say no to that, can you? This is the Tilde blouse that I made for So Frugal. It's got lots of pin tucks along the neckline, and then the same pin tucks in the sleeve cuffs that match. I made this in a lightweight linen, but it would work equally well in a cotton lawn or a viscose lawn. I think you need fabric that's going to hold a pleat, so anything too floaty may not work, but I don't know, it'll work. It might just be hard to get the pleats in. It just has a little tie at the neckband, and I've just done it with a little piece of elastic and a button. Can't go wrong. Free pattern. Takes less than a metre of fabric. The only thing I did with this is grading by an inch at the bottom on either side because it is quite angular A-line. And in a linen fabric, I thought it might just be a bit too bulky at the waist if I didn't. But if I made it in a floaty viscose, I wouldn't bother. But I will definitely be making more of the Tilde. And then last, but most definitely not least, is my current favourite Maison Fauve make, and it's the Eclipse Playsuit. Now the Eclipse has pleats on the shoulders and it comes across at an angle with buttons down. It's got an invisible zip at the back, side pockets, and then cuffs on the shorts. And I like this so much, I am making another one. You can make it as a dress with the pattern as well, but I want to make it as a jumpsuit, so I'm going to lengthen the trouser length, probably to 3/4 length, and then I've got another option if I don't want to wear shorts, but yeah. And I might even look into making a top version as well, because I love that detail and I love the details on the shoulders. Stunning, stunning pattern, as always, from Maison Fauve. So there we are. I've shown you my fabrics. I've shown you my makes that I've made so far. I've got lots of sewing to do, haven't I, for spring and summer with Maison Fauve, if nothing else. So I hope you found it informative. If you want any information at all, then please comment and I will get back to you. But I highly recommend Maison Fauve, particularly for petite ladies. They seem to suit me down to the ground. Obviously, I have to shorten them in the length, as I always do with any other pattern, but they don't tend to be too big on the shoulders. They fit great across the boob area, and I don't make any adjustments to the back. So they're one of the few patterns that all I do is shorten them, which is a win for me. And before I go, I've got some information for you from Maison Fauve. So pin your ears back. So excuse the bins at the end, but when I decided I was doing this vlog, I thought, oh, I'll send Maison Fauve a little message and ask them if they've got anything in the pipeline that they want me to let you all know about. And they've given us some sneaky information. So I'm going to read to you exactly what they've said and take from it what you will. Here we go. Hi Christine, thank you so much for letting me know about your vlog. We will release new products, but at the 3rd week of April. So, probably about the 21st of April. Not long now then. Including a beautiful sewing box. Oh, I wonder what that's going to be. I'm guessing it's going to be, take them bins off, one of their new patterns done as a kit. I might be wrong, but they have done them before as special one-off gift boxes. She's calling it a sewing box, and I think that's what she means. I don't think she means a sewing box that you put all your notions in. You never know. But they are a pattern and fabric company, so I'm guessing it's going to be a kit. So if you're not following Maison Fauve on Instagram, I suggest you follow them and then you will get first dibs, because whatever these are, when they go live in a few days' time, they're not going to stay around for long. They never do. So you heard it here first. Maison Fauve are doing a sewing box imminently. I hope you've enjoyed seeing my little sneaky fabric haul. Treat to myself for not going to the stitch show. And I hope you've been inspired to try Maison Fauve yourself. If you've used their patterns and struggled, then please comment below and I'll try and help you out. Hope you've enjoyed. Hope you're enjoying your sewing as much as I am, and I will see you all again soon.